Hi, Gary Hewitt here on behalf of TechMag Social, and I'm here with a gentleman who runs a company called Homeopathy Rocks. Julek. Julek. Sorry.
That's okay.
Tell us about homeopathy and why you feel it rocks.
Well, our body has a natural, innate ability to heal itself, and I specialize in harnessing that ability.
Okay.
And in order to access that ability, I have to understand what's unique about the person who is experiencing whatever health problems they might be coming to see me for.
Okay.
So whether it's headaches or indigestion or depression or insomnia, what makes this person different from somebody else?
Okay.
What is their symptom picture trying to tell them about the imbalance they might be having in their physical, emotional, and or mental approach to life?
So somebody shows up and they have symptoms, and that's why they're showing up. But what you're saying is that you're digging deeper. You're looking at the mystery behind the symptoms.
That's correct.
Right? And you're listening to the uniqueness of the individual. You said that. Everybody's unique. Everybody has their own story. And you love digging in.
And the reason I love digging in is because I know that if I don't, I won't be able to help them.
Okay.
Their symptoms can be interpreted as a problem.
Okay.
Or their symptoms can be interpreted as a wisdom,
all right,
a message and a messenger,
yes,
attempting to say something about their unique nature, which is what creates those symptoms. It's an energy that creates those symptoms. Those symptoms have a purpose, and those symptoms can guide me to an insight into their unique nature, which again then allows me to find an ally in nature that helps harness their natural defenses.
So this is part
heal.
Of the homeopathy.
That's right. Is
that you use elements of nature, and you use it in conjunction with the uniqueness of the person that's shown up.
That's right.
And get the two to, as I understand homeopathy, you actually get it to push against different imbalances. And so it manages to trigger something to rebalance. Right. Now, I'm not the expert, you are.
There's a paradox in the homeopathic approach.
Okay.
There's a mystery about using similars.
Yes.
It's like I've got a song that is slightly out of harmony. I'm like a tuning fork that's slightly out of harmony, and I'm looking for an ally that vibrates in a similar way to my vibration in order to restore harmony. So if I have a hay fever and I'm blowing my nose and I'm sneezing my brains off and my eyes are watery and burny and itchy, I might take a homeopathic preparation of onion. Why? What happens when you chop an onion? You start to sneeze and water and burn and itch.
So instead of an opposite, you're dealing with similarities.
We're looking for similarities.
Okay.
If I have insomnia, ever since I won $1 million, I want something that mimics insomnia due to excitement. Can you guess what that substance might be, Gary?
Caffeine.
Hey, coffee.
Coffee. Okay.
A homeopathic preparation of coffea helps the body that has insomnia due to excitement calm the body to restore balance, restore health. If I have a child who comes with a swollen face, red cheeks, burning, itching, so swollen that their eyes are shut from the swelling ever since they got an antibiotic for pneumonia, and they have a an anaphylactic reaction to it, I would give them a homeopathic preparation of the bee sting. What happens when you get stung? It gets swollen, red, hot, and that child, and I'm talking about a real case, was shrieking. I mean, I scream when I get a bite from a bee, and that's the mimic that resembles this child's experience of allergic reaction. And within 5 minutes, that child was playing, the tears were drying off, the swelling was gone, the redness was gone.
Amazing. Now, homeopathy is very small, microscopic doses.
Microscopic doses, but it's even smaller than microscopic.
Okay.
We're talking about a different way of seeing health and disease. Is health and disease a biochemical issue or an energetic issue?
Okay.
So we're talking about energy, and we're talking about a therapeutic approach that uses energy, not biochemistry. So we're talking far more than microscopy. We're talking, what is energy?
Yes.
What is it that animates us? What is it that helps us be alive? What is life? What is life force?
Yes.
When you talk about Chinese medicine, which is not what I do, but when you talk about Chinese medicine, you're talking about qi.
Yes.
Yeah, they're trying to rebalance energy. What is this? They're not using a biochemical approach, they're using an energetic approach. The model is an energetic approach. This is a difference between just seeing medicine and healing as a biochemical issue and seeing it as an energetic issue. It's like
you're seeing something bigger, you're dealing, I hesitate to use the word spirit, but you're dealing with a larger...
a mysterious force.
That guides
creates symptoms
Yes.
and that heals our symptoms.
Excellent.
If we understand what's unique about the individual and their life force, we can find a way to access that natural defense mechanism to help restore balance.
So paying attention to somebody's life story is one of the ways that you get the clues to figure out what you need to do for them or with them.
That's right.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. I recently wrote an article that's on my website on homeopathyrocks.com. An article called Pissed Off.
Okay.
The Psychology of the Bladder.
Wow. Okay.
So it connects psychology,
great title.
psychology with physical, right?
Yes.
It connects the fact that we are body, mind, and spirit.
Yeah.
And what it's about is about a patient of mine who was suffering from frequent bladder infections. And when we dug a little deep to try to find out what's unique about this person, we gained insight into the fact that she was very sensitive to anger.
Okay.
Very sensitive to conflict. And what did she do when she would be faced with a situation of conflict? She would stuff it, suppress it, swallow it, hold it in.
Yes.
She connected the dots, but at that point, once we had in that teamwork approach where the patient guides me into into an insight into what's unique about her nature, we then, once we understood that it's a suppressed anger issue that is connected to the bladder issue, and she kept using the word, "I'm so pissed off, but I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to deal with it, and I'm so scared of it, and so I swallow it." And once we understood that, we gave her a homeopathic preparation of Staphylos aureus, larkspur or delphinium, which grows in every garden. But a homeopathic preparation, the energy of delphinium produces in healthy volunteers a sensitivity to anger, a fear of expressing anger. Why would we be afraid of expressing anger? Some of us have that.
Yep.
We're afraid of losing the love of those we love. If I get angry with someone that I love, like my wife, she might not like me anymore. And if I'm so terrified of losing the love of the loved ones I have, now this woman, how did she get to be that way? We dug a little deep. Family of origin, lots of conflict between the parents, between the siblings, and she was the peacekeeper. She got her love by always keeping the peace, always being nice and happy and warm, and fuzzy,
Okay.
and as a result, she learned it worked for a while, but it becomes an obsolete defense mechanism.
Yes.
So once we recognize it as an obsolete defense mechanism, the purpose of a homeopathic medicine is to merely speed up the rate of evolution, merely speed up the way to become more at peace with this lesson in life, with this life lesson.
So you get a lot of people coming to you that you get results for.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. We homeopaths access the most powerful medicinal tool we have at our disposal.
And that is?
Our own natural defense mechanism.
Excellent.
That's the power of
So,
true healing.
So tell me, Julek.
That's
Sorry,
right.
it's
Everybody-
spelled one way.
It's
but
like, what do you like?
Yeah.
Julek.
Julek. Got it. All right. Why do you do this? Why do you get up in the morning and want to do what you do? Because you're very energetic about it. You're very excited.
I'm passionate. Yeah.
You're passionate about it. Yes, you are, and it really comes across. So why? What is it that made you say, I'm going to be a homeopathic?
I'm a naturopathic
Naturopathic,
doctor,
yes.
specialized in homeopathic and medicine.
Okay.
And the reason I do this, Gary, is because I like the body-mind connection. I like to practice spirituality in a practical, everyday format.
All right.
So I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is I practice mindfulness. I practice meditation. I practice drawing in as much awareness of gratitude as possible. Gratitude for being here, for being alive, for breathing, for breath,
Yes.
conscious breathing.
Yes.
And then once I've really energized myself with that love for being here, I go out into the world. A patient comes to see me. I invite them to talk about themselves. I invite them to see how powerful their life experience is. How powerful being here is.
Yes.
What a gorgeous opportunity. We occupy the most phenomenal instrument. You know, some people
Our body.
marvel at a Stradivarius. Well, we are the Stradivarius. We don't even...
You told
appreciate
me
it.
a couple of stories. When we were preparing for this interview, you told me a couple of very moving stories. Now, I don't know if you want to share those or
Sure,
not, but
sure.
I would love for you to share those stories, right? Because that gives us a real sense of the gratitude that you feel for existence. So,
I'm a father of 4, and I have 2 broods of children, older children, younger children. And my oldest son, Emrys, died of cystic fibrosis in 2003. On Valentine's Day, the day of the heart, in 2003.
Okay.
And he suffered from cystic fibrosis, which is a condition that he was born with. It's a genetic condition. And he had a hard time breathing. And he died suffocating. And when he was dying, his last words to his loved ones, which included me, were, don't take this for granted. Don't take your breath for granted. I mean, how many of us really pay attention? I'm talking with you and I'm breathing.
Yep.
You're listening and you're breathing.
Yes.
We don't pay attention to this until we lose it.
Yep.
My father has macular degeneration. You guys are looking at me right now, and I'm looking at you, and I can see. You can see in living color.
Yes.
We take this for granted. My mother has a form of dementia. I can talk right now. I'm doing something with purpose.
Yes.
I can share my thoughts with you. I can share my passion with you. I see you nodding, you smiling, you hear me, you understand me.
Yeah.
This is taken for granted. We're always wishing we had something we don't have, but we don't appreciate what we do.
You already have.
And
Yes.
so I practice every day to appreciate it more and more. I keep attempting to find ways to build this muscle of appreciation. I want to be the Olympic athlete of appreciation. That's what I want.
Wow.
You know, there's a country in the world called Bhutan,
Okay.
and they don't have a their quotient. They have a happiness quotient.
Okay.
That's their gross national
Product.
is
Yes.
the happiness
Yes,
quotient.
Wow.
How many
That's
of
amazing.
our countries in the world, including Canada,
Yeah.
have a gross happiness quotient?
We strive.
Yeah, we have a gross national
for a lot of
product.
things that we don't have. But yeah, that would be amazing to just be happy.
To be happy and to see that as our mission in life. How to be at peace with ourselves.
Yes.
How to be in love with this being here. In love with this instrument. And it's a physical, an emotional, a mental, a spiritual instrument that we hardly understand. We're hardly tapping into it.
Yes.
And so I help people get more passionate about being here, more in love with their life and their experience here.
Wow. I'm more grateful just sitting here. It's amazing. Yes. Thank you. All right. So I appreciate
you doing this.
Well, we appreciate you sharing your message.
Thank you, Gary.
Because we know there are people out there that need you. And our mission is to help those people connect to you. And you spoke very clearly, very eloquently, very powerfully, very movingly.
How many times do you hear these two words together? Gentle, powerful.
Not very often.
Why can't we use this as a first method of healthcare, as opposed to using a crowbar approach as the first method of healthcare?
Yep. Yes.
We don't need heroic intervention. We just need prevention.
Yes.
Prevention is
And-
worth
and-
a ton of cure.
And understand it.
And insight is
Yes.
the way to prevention.
Excellent. Good. Well, I know that this message is going to get out to a lot of people, and we will help you get that message out, and a lot of people are going to show up on your doorstep.
Super.
So that's wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
And homeopathy rocks.
Yeehaw.
Never forget that. And if you want to or need to be more grateful for your existence, and you want your existence to flow with ease, grace, and joy.
And if you want to understand the value of your symptoms are not just a problem.
The
They
message
hold
and the
the
mystery.
solution.
The message and the mystery.
That's right.
Then you need to see Julek, and we will have all the information you need on TechMag Social that you can find Homeopathy Rocks, and yeah, that's it. We had a great time. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.